like I had to get the winner.
Yes, that's a big
For,
deal.
I know, it's a really big deal.
I feel like we have to do it like a award.
Talk amongst yourself, because I have to find her entry real
Okay,
quick.
so
Yeah.
the gift of Tibby. We are giving, every week we've been posting on our Tibby account and Amy's account, and now all the stylists will also post it, the gift of Tibby. We did the Harper, I think, or the Gus, and
Yes, we did the heeled sandal this week.
we did the heeled sandal, and you guys have been writing in why you or someone else should be nominated to be the person that gets this gem. So let's walk you through the fit of it. Oh,
Okay.
you're ready?
Okay, I'm ready. All
Okay.
right. So the reason why I wanted to do a giveaway on the heel is because, first of all, I love a heel. I'm really in the mood to wear a heel. Somehow right now, a little more than ever. You smell really good.
Really?
Yes.
Got it from McMullen.
Did
Did you see her sniffing in the air? It's like little Charlie Brown.
Smells good.
Thank you.
But anyways, I wanted to see how people would feel in a heel, and you guys wrote to me, and there were so many good responses. Thank you very much. But the one that we've chose this week, I'm going to read out what she wrote. And these, by the way, like, I think this one is sad, and they don't have to be sad, but this one particularly tugged at our hearts. But someone wrote that I would feel so, I would feel so great in these shoes. What a wonderful initiative. I've had my eye on the white colorway to wear to my wedding day. I was supposed to get married in April, but I was diagnosed with breast cancer 5 weeks before our wedding day. We unfortunately had to cancel, as I've been having treatment since. I'm excited to start planning my wedding day again soon, and would love to wear a Tibby on that day. Yay. So we want this person to feel incredible in her heels, and we're going to send you this, and you will be able to wear it on your wedding day, and you'll be able to wear it on your 50th anniversary as well, because everything's going to turn out well, and we are wishing the best for you, and we're going to send you these shoes. Towards the middle to end of the segment, we are going to go over what next week's giveaway is going to be, and what is important is you have to find out how to enter next week. You're going to find out how to enter it here. So we're not going to tell you on Instagram. We're going to let you sign up for it on Instagram and submit it, but exactly what you need to submit, you will find out here in this style class. So speaking of style class this week, we are going to go through the new delivery. I was sick last week. I was not faking it. It was real. I wasn't. I know it was right before vacation though, but what we're going to do is you guys spent a lot of time taking everyone through a lot of the pieces in the new collection.
But there's still so much.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a lot, but not everything.
Exactly. So we're going to walk you through everything, and I guess why don't we start here first, because we're wearing the same sweater, and it's interesting. There's been I've been reading a lot of things online about, you know, what is luxury and what does it mean in terms of fabrications, and you know, a lot of people maybe upset a bit that people have been really skimping on either the yarns, the materials, or the fit. You know, like when things fit really small, sometimes it's because you want it to fit small, and sometimes you're just trying to cut back on fabric or yarn.
That's real.
And that is not the case here with this sweater. So which one are you wearing?
So I'm wearing the large, extra large, and I'm actually wearing it in gray. I wore this in the medium the other day, and it was equally fine, but I really like how generous and easy it is and chill. And this is one of my top resort favorite pieces. It's so comfortable. It's not even just comfortable, it's like plush, warm. Today it's like 37 degrees at max.
So am I wearing?
So
this is SM.
Yes, you're wearing. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have there. It's good because you could go down, but you see how easy hers fits, and also mine. I can do a little bit. I want a little bit of skin because I'm covered, but I feel like it automatically balances out a white skirt and a black boot.
Yeah, this is like the epitome of ring 1 dressing. And here I am wearing a ring 1 and 2, the neutrals, and then I am wearing a great ring 3 with the classic ring 2 denim here. And those classics neutrals always fall into the ring 2, and you'll find we're going to talk about that a lot as we go through the resort collection, because this season is where we really introduce a lot of the ring 3 colorways because they provide that great glue between rings 1 and 2 and ring 4.
And also fall, winter, and spring to come.
Exactly, and that's those main collections that we do tend to rely a little more heavily on the ring 2s and the ring 4s. So ring 3 at this season is a good time to give like some good glue.
And fundamentals, like without fails, are mostly ring 1, right?
Ring 1 and 2, yeah,
Right.
neutrals for sure.
Cool.
So that's, what do you mean by ring 1, 2, and 3?
Oh,
Obviously,
okay.
you give a little.
So hello, newbie here. So here is the color wheel, and remember ring 1 and 2 is where the neutrals reside, and ring 4 is where your more saturated colors reside. And whether it's a pastel or a bright color, we just mean a saturated color. And then this ring in between, these ring 3s, these are the colors that are hard to put your finger on. If you were with friends and you were trying to identify the color, you'd probably get into a little debate on what to call it. Green-ish, yellowish, brownish. And what happens, the way that you work the color wheel is you don't read it just like that because they can all spin around. But what you think about is the further away the colors are on the wheel, the more intense, yeah, the more defined feeling you're going to get from it. So if you were to mix like this navy with the bright red, you're going to feel something very strong and very nautical, very like clear, black and red, very a little more aggressive, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be much more aggressive there. But when you mix these ring 4 bright saturated colors,
Even what you have.
yeah, or even like one of these colors here. This is a ring 3 color here in this pant. It's not green, it's not gray, it's what is it? But when you put this red with it, it becomes a little softer, more interesting, a little curious. But here,
It's a little higher contrast, a little bit more stark and
yeah, a
sharp.
little more strength and sharpness,
Yeah.
exactly. So what ring 3 does is it really allows you to build out your wardrobe. You know, maybe you've got a navy suit that you've worn forever and you've always worn it with a baby blue shirt, a white shirt, or something maybe chocolate brown, but all of a sudden mixing it with colors that are these strange greens or these strange blues gives it a lot of nuance. If I was wearing a navy blue pant right now, mixing it with this sweater gives it a lot of creativity and interest, whereas you might be more inclined normally to just mix it with gray or with white. Taking something that is this weird, strange ochre color and wearing the 2 ring 3 colors together gives a very calming effect. I was just in Montana, and it was like my whole bag, between Montana and Austin, Texas, my whole bag was ring 3. And I was like,
The calmest you've ever felt this year.
well, and I was just literally in the land of ring 3. I was
Yeah.
like, there's
Montana.
a reason why you,
The land of ring 3.
yeah, you want to dress in your environment. If I
Yeah.
had showed up in Barbie pink, I don't think I would have felt, I don't know. I think the moose
You know
would
who
have
would have
had an
sent you
issue.
home?
The moose?
AG.
Amy G should
Yeah.
have said no. So that is the color wheel. And okay, before I do a change or before,
Sizes.
Yeah, but I'd love for you to tell them about Ryder. So.
okay, do you want to go change?
Yeah,
while I talk
sure
about
thing.
Okay, cool. All right, so, and I'll bring Sarah up here with me now, but I'm wearing the Ryder jean, and this is a denim jean that has the cutout here. And you will see, this is where it is hitting me. I'm wearing the 3-inch heels. And remember, guys, the great thing about this 3-inch heel is it actually looks deceptively high, but it's only 3 inches. See? And you can actually walk on it. You can really walk on it, and I know it because I almost missed my train today, but I like kicked it into high gear and I ran so fast and I made it in these shoes. And the train conductor guy said he was very impressed, but if he knew how walkable they were, he wouldn't have been that impressed. But I'm wearing the jean here with the cutout, and you can see here I'm wearing the 27, and this is the fit. Now, this is the fit after Thanksgiving, so it's a little more fitted, but you can see there's lots of range here, and it's a very easy, loose-fitting jean. But what I really want to call out is the longer rise on this. So guys, if you buy this jean, if you get it at home, what I want you to do is please put on your clothing. Don't go like stark naked in your closet with your bare feet hanging out and taking a picture like that. I want you to actually stand in a way that makes you feel interesting and cool, because that's how you want to be perceived, and that's how, well, I mean, to yourself, right? Who cares what other people think? But you want to feel interesting in it. Take a picture like this and see how it works. Go back in, look at your pictures later on. But what you need to realize is that this is part of where your eye adjusts so much. So Tracy and I, just a year ago, the rises still like came up a little bit higher. But right now, this longer rise absolutely is what makes everything feel so modern and interesting. Especially when you're wearing the jean with the cutout, because if you've got this cutout, like if it's like a much tighter, like look at it, if it comes up right here, like look what happens when you get rid of the,
Oh God, no. Yeah, pull that back down.
yeah, and
I left for 5 minutes and I come
And
back.
I came
And
back.
we lost some rise.
and it's not, I don't have camel toes, like it's
You
not, no.
Oh, I mean in this.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do not have a camel toe in this.
Okay.
But what's happening is it just became a lot more basic, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot more basic, especially if I tightened it up and gave this.
Yeah, this is your average. It's almost like a
Right.
skinny, yeah.
And it's a jean, and you know it can be for you, whatever. But this is a different jean than the one that I just created by doing all the hiking.
Totally.
There's a lot of questions about when this color wheel will be available. I know. Do you guys want to address it? Because there's lots of conversation about the color wheel.
It's in process.
It's in process.
That's
And
more than what we had like a few months ago. We
Yeah.
were like, it's coming.
I'm gonna tell you, we did the color wheel first, and it just came out janky. It
Keep it
wasn't.
real. You don't want it.
It wasn't good enough. I didn't love it. I didn't want you to buy it and put it in your closet. It just wasn't good enough. So we have the same company that did our book is looking at doing them now. So they'll be made in Italy, and it's gonna be beautiful. So just wait for it. You've got your stickers in the meantime. You guys know whenever you order anything, Sandra and the team down there, they'll put a little color wheel sticker.
The
in
store
your-
has them. The stylists have
Yeah.
them. Oh, I want to show you.
Yeah.
You really forgot it.
So the stickers are good, but
I took mine. I only want to bring 3. Because I was like, where do we want to focus ourselves? We need to be in ring 3.
Very
Reminder.
interesting.
So,
Okay, and you can see how chic the ring 3 looks with the
Yeah,
bob.
you can see it.
All right, I'm gonna change my clothes into something that people have been asking about. So
Okay.
just talk by yourself.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
Sarah's working with a model
Okay,
right
sure. So it's funny because Amy's wearing a color similar to the other 2 colors that we have.
Both of your sweater just to get?
Yeah. Sure. No, it's fine. I'll pull that up for you guys. So, I'm currently wearing the cashmere sweater. So this is I'm having like a hard time today. It's like Mercury in retrograde. The cashmere sweater that I just can't see on my phone. And what I love, I'm wearing it in large, extra large. Amy was wearing it in small, medium, and I'm wearing it in gray. Amy was wearing the
I'm
beautiful.
laughing because our people always just fill in the gaps. They're like cashmere pullover.
Yeah, thank you guys. Cashmere pullover. I know it, but I like fluff. All right. So, what was I gonna tell you guys? Oh, so Amy was wearing her sweater in ring 3, and there are a few other items in ring 3 that we have in tops. And so this is the t-shirt that I'm most excited about in white and in this really great non-color ring 3 blue gray. It's kind of more blue than it is gray, but this is something that I would pair back to this to kind of like give it a little more. I wore this with a red sweater before, and I kind of prefer it. I don't know, I prefer it both ways. So I've been telling you in the DMs that this is the sweater that I have been waiting for, and wearing it back to the animal print makes me feel a little bit more relaxed in it. I was on my way to put on a pair of socks and a heel to show you the options, but I'm wearing the Rudy in white croc. Yeah. All right, so also zipper detail jacket, also ring 3. So we have it in blue, which you know. We had it in black, and now this is the blue, not the wood color. Can you hand me my phone, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, 1 second, guys. I'm going to answer all of your questions. Do you have any questions, Derek? Oh, yeah. Can you try this on for me?
I can.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Is this sweater as heavy as previous years?
This sweater is, yeah,
It's
it's like a
definitely-
medium. Yeah, it's pretty.
This one's
You think it's the heaviest?
this one's the heaviest that we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say it's heavier than the Airy?
Yes, because the cashmere is, the area is airy, and this cashmere is a tighter
Dense.
knit, and so it's a little bit denser.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right.
like it's the real deal, guys. And like, the great thing is traveling in this last week to Montana. It was, I had a birthday party, so I did wear it with like the white lace skirt, and I just hiked it up and put like a little ring there an earring there to secure it. But then it was definitely the one that like I could just lay in bed all day after Thanksgiving and just do nothing but
Yep.
be in a food coma and sit there in that sweater, and then I could be on the airplane, and it literally goes with you everywhere. Doesn't pill, and just super, super nice and dense.
So you're putting this over top of the
Yeah.
Shrunken
So
t-shirt?
we're wearing the Shrunken. What size are you wearing, Sarah? An extra small. Okay, so maybe I'm wearing the small. So I think if Sarah, if you come out real quick, I think it's a good comparison. So you can see, normally you wear an extra, extra small.
Yeah.
And I wear a size small, but you can see this sweater, this t-shirt, which I want to call a sweater because it actually is
It's
quite
quite thick, yeah.
dense in the fit. But it is definitely a fitted top. We describe it as fitted and cropped, and it is indeed fitted
It's
and
shrunken.
cropped. It's shrunken.
It's in the type.
Yeah, and we did it this way because I wanted a V-neck that was like super hyper polished and had a point of view.
Totally.
And I think that if you want an easy V-neck, I mean Hanes, like right,
Totally.
like hard to beat Hanes, but
Right.
this is one that has a point of view.
I think that's the thing specifically with like t-shirting is like I'm just not a V-neck or boat neck t-shirt person. Like I very much like a crew neck, which I love, like our unisex mock neck for that. And I think this is really serving that purpose, but is a little bit more interesting with this V-neck. Like I haven't seen this out there from anyone else.
Yeah, it's actually like the crew
It's-
neck that's actually a
right,
V-neck.
it's quite
That's actually a crew neck.
You got it. Yeah.
But what's important about it is in this denser weight, you can see, I'm wearing a black bra with it, and you can't see through it really that I'm doing that. Well, you can, but not too much. But the thing is it's so robust that if I'm wearing it with a top, like a skirt like this, it stands up to the skirt. And I think that, like I said, I do love a Hanes V-neck, why not? But I wouldn't wear a Hanes V-neck with a skirt like this unless I was wearing like a big jacket with it and there was an ironic moment.
Totally.
Here, this is the kind of top that stands up to any kind of luxury weight bottoms that you have.
You guys show the length because you both have it tucked in, but it is slightly cropped.
So it's shrunken, and like Amy said, I'm wearing the extra small. I do suggest sizing up if you have a chet. Like if you are bustier, I personally think that you should size up.
Or I agree, and I think it's where you are on the spectrum of the sizing. So
Totally.
for me, a size small fits a 4 and a 6.
Right.
I am a size 4
Yeah.
up here.
So you're narrow. You're
Right.
like narrow shoulder.
So I'm a size 4 up here, so I'm gonna stick with the small. I like, this was the intended fit. But if I was a size small, size 6 person, definitely
Totally.
size up. And you can see where this is hitting me on the small. It's not that, I mean, I'm 5'5", it's not super cropped to me.
it's not a crop top. Like
Yeah.
it's not like
Yeah,
not
I mean,
like
it's
belly
not-
button out.
There's no belly buttons out unless you're like 5'10", and then, go for it. And then I'm wearing the Chino Sid here. And someone had written to me asking about the fabric weight on this. And it's a really nice in between all year round weight. It's
Totally.
certainly not as heavy as any kind of canvas.
Yeah.
And it's not a lightweight pant either.
No, it's definitely, for me, it's a great utilitarian workwear type pant. I think of it as like, you know, if you like a Carhartt or a Dickies or something that's super functional, I consider this like a very elevated, polished version. Like it's in the Sid style, which, as you guys know, you know, really has become a fundamental, but it's definitely more on the pushed end of the CP scale. And I think
And it has the snaps.
and it has the snaps on the bottom, which is a great detail that we have. I think those are the regular size, right?
This is the regular, yeah. And then, did we do these in 2 sizes?
I believe we did them in petite too, yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna throw on here, this is our track jacket that we love. I mean, it's just so good. And something feels very creative and inspiring wearing these colors together.
I
you
think
know?
because they're like, as we described them in Ring Through, they're like the ish colors.
Yeah.
Like they kind of don't fall into one category, and so I think that the different tones that you wear pick up on them. So like me, I could totally wear this jacket and I think it would just pick up on more of like the gray and the black.
Yeah.
Whereas I think here, you know, you're kind of getting very neutral but like earthy.
And I want to point out too,
Maybe fog.
because you just said the words like neutral and earthy. And the thing is I love the idea of neutral and earthy, but I don't want it to look like I'm going out and like, you know, putting rocks to my head for spirits or anything. Like I'm like literally want it to feel like I'm in an urban environment.
Totally. Like I'm not.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that the thing that feels great is when you lean towards these earthier things. The problem is most brands offer these styles in clothing that is also very earthy.
Totally.
And so the idea is having these colorways in pieces that are much more modern, like the track jacket that's got like the double zipper on it. This is to me what keeps it squarely in an urban environment, keeps it really modern, even though it's all the calmness and everything of.
I think also the accessories are really crucial here. Like you're wearing the Harper with a stocking. I know this is going to offend a few people in our office, but like if you were part of the Birkenstock Club, I would feel a little bit differently about. We just so happen to have like the CEO
3
and
members.
COO of the Birkenstock Club of America.
Yes, behind us.
But like I would feel differently.
Yeah.
That's just also not you, but Tracy would totally be wearing a Boston clog.
So
Does
this,
that work make you like cringe?
So I think, so guys, the takeaway here is when you are looking for pieces in the Ring 3 colorway, what you want to do is, I think a t-shirt always works here because you can wear it under something really modern like a jacket or something. But when you're looking at dresses, skirts, pants, or anything in the Ring 3 colorway, you are going to be much happier when they have a very distinct, defined point of view. So that's what you want to look for, point of view. And you can find a point of view because when you see it, you can say it. And if you can't say it, then it doesn't have a point of view. So there's a really easy litmus test for that.
Totally.
This is
Just
right
yummy,
here in
right?
the green.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab 2 others.
It's funny, I was doing a deep dive just now on navy fog because we have navy fog on so many fabrications across the site. So it's like if you're not in need of a jacket, you can get it in a sweater. If you're not in need of a sweater, you can get it in a tee. So there's a wide variety of Ring 3 available for you, which is pretty yummy.
There is,
So-
and there's going to be even more coming up in the t-shirt arena.
Yeah. So speaking of sweaters and knits, I am wearing grass. I am not wearing grass because I rolled it. I'm wearing the color grass. And as you can see in the cable knit here, this is much lighter. You can see like a little bit of sheerness. So this is lighter than the cashmere that I had on. I really, really adore all of the colors. I used to be a Ring 4 girly, 100%. We talked about it before. I was like, I am Tracee Ellis Ross, and you know, she's in my soul. Every color, give it to me. But I like it in different elements now. So I would totally wear this. This is kind of giving a little stronger vibe. This is how I would show up to your house if you invited me for the holidays. Because but I used to like put on dresses and I want that, but I want to feel comfortable and like, you know.
I think
Pull
also
this on.
like we're kind of giving. Well, this is definitely Ring 4, which I know I'm like throwing everyone for a loop. But we were talking green sweaters, and you know.
Why is this Ring 4? We have to talk about it because we're both Ring 4, and I think one would think that because this is a pastel and it's not the bright.
Right, but I still think that because
Saturated.
exactly, you heard it Say it louder in the back.
Saturation.
Because there's
Saturation
I feel
levels
like we're
here.
gonna be like the Schoolhouse Rock pretty soon.
Saturation.
So we're both wearing two very saturated colors. I'm wearing the pastel green Douillet Cashmere pullover that has a kangaroo pocket from fall.
Yep.
I love this sweater. I love the kangaroo pocket.
Are you in a small? You said small.
I'm in a small.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love, just so you guys know, this is how this fits. So it's not like super oversized. It's quite comfortable. I wore this in blue actually a few weeks ago on
Yep.
live.
Oh, with that bow and
Yeah,
the
so
red
clearly
top.
I am just really feeling it. And
But like even length, so we're wearing two different sweaters, two different yarns, right?
Mhm.
And we're not wearing our typical sizes. I'm wearing a large, you are wearing a small.
Right.
I can take an extra large. Here, I have room.
Totally.
So it's just preferences. There's no rules, just principles. Do
yeah,
what
and
you
I
want
think
with that.
that's what you have to keep in mind
Yeah.
when you're sizing, especially with knitwear. Like, you know, depending on the yarn, over time, I mean, I suggest you do not hang your sweaters, but you know, they will.
If you hang them, and I am
They'll
not,
expand.
this is the way you should hang them, and this is not me being a hanger, but if you fold them over, you can hang the
If you go to
sleeves.
the Tibby store, that's how you'll see them hanging.
Yeah, this is not a sweater, but it's basically folding your sleeves up like this will save them from growing.
growing. It's good way
Yeah.
of looking at it.
So-
And then I just briefly wanted, before I change,
hello.
wanted to touch base on my pants.
Okay. Those are the Stella.
This is a Stella, but you know, we were talking about snaps and talking about versatility and utility, and I just want to point out that this is the black Stella denim from winter in the petite. I'm wearing them with our bob calf heel.
And do you have snaps on those?
They have snaps too. So shout out for the people that are like under 5'2". This jean is for you. I mean, I know it's like a very small group, but these have snaps, so I can literally wear them with a sneaker, with a brogue.
Yep.
And I have not taken these off in the past like 2 weeks. I
This
wore
is
them for
true. I saw
Thanksgiving.
her.
I wore them yesterday
Right
to the
there.
office. I didn't wear them to the office, but I certainly brought them with me to wear for this reason because
Yep.
that's how much I love these jeans.
They're very
And Tracy complimented me, and yes, I know complimenting on her own design, but like the fact that like she was like, "Oh, those jeans look good."
You
and I
know
was
it's
like,
yeah. When she does that, I'm like, I get it.
when she
I get
does
it
that,
all
like
apart.
you know
Yeah.
that they fit right. So if you are looking for a jean and you are petite, this has snaps, and I
Can I
go nuts.
just so we see these side by side, because I think people have asked about like the wash of
Mm-hmm.
Ryder and the wash of the Stella. So you see this has like a little bit more abrasion. You see that the tears that are here, it's just slightly lighter in gray. But if you had this on,
I mean,
Yeah.
I still think the jean, you know, there are two different washes, and this is definitely more distressed. This is a more polished and elevated version.
right, but they both have a home.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna step off now that I've.
Okay.
So
So this is one of my most fave outfits.
yes,
And Sarah styled it the other. Sorry, I'm trying to get my zipper.
well I can still talk to you about this yarn and just the fit of this. So this is not shrunken, but it's a little shorter than the others. But I like it here. It sits like right below the waistband.
Yeah. Which we wanted this one to have like a little bit of airiness.
Yeah,
But
and it does.
You didn't need to wear a top underneath it, right?
No,
Like
I
you're-
mean I have a nude bra, but I like that you can see a little bit of skin here.
Uh-huh.
I had it on with the t-shirt yesterday,
Yeah.
so
Because when we first did this, it came out when it was so tight. It felt a little too schoolgirl.
I saw it. This
Yeah.
feels great. It feels
Yeah.
new and modern.
So we wanted to open it up a little bit. And especially, I'm always conscious of that because I love pleated skirts and I love a cable, but a cable and a pleated
You're
skirt,
full
if this
love.
was tight, it would be
Yeah.
full on schoolgirl.
Yep.
I know, I just,
You're not schoolgirl right
I'm
now,
not
so you have
schoolgirl
the
right
elements
now.
of stockings
yeah.
with tights.
But I love, I mean, this is where like, I love this whole, I love the whole style of it. I mean, I think that
Pretty refined, but there's a lot of texture going on here. You have, it's Luxe too, so I see the crinkle in the silk.
the crinkle, so we've
The
got
Angora.
the wool Angora.
Yep.
So this is just all wool and Angora. It is incredibly rich. If any of you guys have had the wool Angora, but
Liam.
Liam from the past, I love this so much.
It's like a sweater.
Like it is
Like
like
a
a
coat, a
sweater.
sweater.
I wore it everywhere over Thanksgiving, like
Mhm.
literally everywhere. And my son wore the navy one everywhere. But I'm wearing the crinkle shirting here, and it's really nice, and it's such a good texture to wear with the cotton twill here. And I think the reason why is I love a plain cotton shirt, but just the texture here really gives it just that one extra level of depth. And what I was trying to say just about the feeling of style is it was really nice today. I got off the train and there was this woman just standing, she was like leaning against the building. She was eating a pack of Fig Newtons, and she just looked at me and she's like, I see what's happening here. She's like, this is fashion with a capital F. And I was like, really? And she's like, I did not miss those shoes and those socks.
She gave you a little gift today.
I know. And I was like,
that was nice.
I love it. So it was really nice. It feels good. It does. You know, you can't deny it. Okay, so speaking of feeling good,
Yes.
I want to show people what. Oh, wait, sorry, real quickly.
Okay.
I am wearing the size 4 here.
Yep, the size small here,
Yeah.
and in the glove she's also wearing a small. We have 2 sizes. Yeah.
And this comes in the cotton twill, but it also does come in the
This is the Grande Poudre.
Grande Poudre. It's 100% wool, and it does come in this fabrication as well. And this is a really, really beautiful luxe fabrication. So this one is definitely dressier, right? Like this one full on, and the skirt and the jacket, like it's a full on suit. You can, you know,
I can see you wearing that with the Brody to like
totally, but I also can see like our Goldman Sachs person. I can see a lawyer in a
Yes.
trial wearing it.
Yes.
You're going to
Yes,
be good
yes,
to
yes.
go. And then this one is a little more casual, and is one absolutely in the summertime. I'm going to be wearing it with a flat sandal and a bodysuit.
And you
as
has
well.
on black tights, and I think that that's important to note because you have on a navy top. So like you
Yes.
said, no rules, principles.
No
How do you
rules.
choose your stockings when you get dressed?
Like shit.
So don't hold yourself hostage.
No, you just put them on. Remember, guys, and sometimes you reach for the most absurd and see if it works, and keep playing around with your clothes. So I want to talk about now what we are going to give out next. It's not this sweatshirt, although this sweatshirt is so good.
That's really good.
Yeah, I pulled it up because this was sent to me by Boyd's in Philadelphia. They're one of the stores that we work with. And Boyd's has been around for 85 years.
Classy.
And it is a beautiful store in the middle of a great city. And when those stores don't exist, when you have empty lots in these cities, in these neighborhoods, in these suburbs, in the countryside, wherever, it feels really sad. It's very devoid of people, and it's devoid of life. So we are so committed here to supporting small businesses. For those of you who do not know, Tibby, other than our favorite, who I do not call them a department store, Printemps in Paris, and then some of our partners in China, like IT. Other than that, Tibby does not sell to any large department stores. None of them. None of the large department stores. And we do this because we really, really believe in the smaller shops, the ones who people know their names, they know their communities. When there is a 10K run supporting a local high school or whatever, it's always these companies. It's always Max in Denver who is going to be the one donating to these smaller communities.
Yeah.
So I really, really, guys, we love our specialty stores, and we love telling people to shop small. So the next giveaway item, it's
All right.
so heavy, I just broke the hanger on this one.
Uh-oh.
But this is the recycled wool pea coat here. I love this coat. It is absolutely, truly a winter coat. This is the size 4, and I'm going to show it to you on so you can get the scale. But it's really just a great, true winter coat.
Could you hold your sleeve up, your arm out, so they can see that you're supposed to like have a little room here, so you can fit a sweater, a hoodie, whatever
You can
it is.
easily, that
Another
thick
Liam,
cashmere
right.
sweater, you can fit it up under here.
Yeah.
So the idea is, yeah, you can layer it to the hilt, or you can be quite bare underneath, and it works either way. So this is a giveaway item, and here's what you have to do to get it. I want you to go on to, you don't have to do it right now, because this is for next week, but you're gonna go on to Tibby.com, and under World of, you're gonna find Tibby's Stockist. And I want you to look at our,
Yeah, I was like stockless. I was with
Yeah.
you.
Or stockists.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just like a shortened.
Oh no! You taught me. That's great.
Is it like a Britishy way of? Anyways,
Maybe,
I've
so
never-
the Tibby stocklist or Tibby stockist, and what I want you to do is look at our stockists and identify any of the stores that you know, and I want to hear from you about what you love about that store. Like if you live in Chicago or if you've been to Chicago and you shop at Space 519. I want to hear how much you love about Jim and Lance's pimento cheese spread in their little restaurant there. So that is the write-up that I expect next week, and we're going to choose the best write-up about a specialty store that you love that is from our stockist list. And if you live in a town that doesn't have a Tibby stockist, tell us about your favorite small store.
Yeah, that's good.
But you love
Yeah.
Max because you know him.
Yes, like anyone that you love, like please.
Well, that's good. Tell us. Maybe there's one we didn't know about.
Maybe there's somewhere we should be.
Exactly. So, but this is the world's best pea coat, and this is what we are going to be giving away next week to whoever really gives us the most illustrative story about how much they love the great small stores, a small store
Holding it for
in
you.
our list.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right, guys.
Where they can send those.
So what we're gonna do is I will post later on in Instagram, and at Tibby will post as well a type form sheet for you to submit your answer into. So give this one some thought. We don't take a look at these until the following Tuesday. You've got time to do it, and it's gonna be really good. It's
Can't
gonna
wait to send
be
this
good.
out.
Okay,
All right.
so what are you wearing, Sarah? I'm gonna put on the
Okay.
pleated skirt real
All right.
quick here.
So, oh.
I'm like ready.
What?
I'm wearing our new leggings,
I like them with the Brody and the sock.
and I'm wearing them with my shoe.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like-
all I want to say.
That legging is super tight on me, by the way.
It's
Tight
so Amy
as-
said it's super tight,
Tight
on her.
as in tight like cool,
no,
or
she
tight
means
like,
tight like snug.
Tight.
So Amy said she would size
was a
up.
joke.
My ass is sizing up.
But you.
And that was before Thanksgiving.
All right.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah.
I'm wearing an
Perfect.
extra small, and these fit me. This is
So you
where
sized
they-
up too.
No, XX.
Unless
Oh,
we make a
oh.
triple X that I'm not.
Sorry, I thought you said extra small.
No, we don't do triple X
So
here.
this is an extra small. These, they're like that, and I'm wearing it with the Cocoon sweatshirt. This is our new variation of the Cocoon sweatshirt. So
Mhm.
if you
Polo.
have the Crewneck version, the polo is kind of the next thing.
Can you turn to the side? I think it's important to know, like, this one is still a little bit more exaggerated, the high-low, so.
Yeah. So I did want to show you guys that, it still has that same cocoon back that we love about the Crewneck version. And this is the gray pine colorway, I believe. I'm also wearing this in an extra small.
So if we wanted to compare, Sarah can come up a little bit. So we have wood here, and we have gray pine. Gray, it looks cool there, but you can see this is like a brownish,
Yes.
greenish brown, and this is like a
I think
grayish,
this is like the
bluish.
wood color. Is
Yeah,
that-
this is wood.
So this I definitely would say leans more of like a true green brown, and this has a gray undertone. So that's really how I would distinguish between the two.
Yep.
And I just really liked how this picked up on the gray cashmere sock and the navy Brody shoe, and this is literally what you will see me wearing through March.
You've been pretty ring one lately.
I know. I'm
Is
feeling.
it a feeling? Or like,
No, because normally before like runway prep begins, I like go
You
back
cleanse
to ring
yourself.
one, and then like as we get closer and closer to show prep, I'm like really all at 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just trying to
cleanse your palate?
Cleanse the palate. That's great. Yeah, cleanse the palate as we start to think about fall 24. I know that sounds crazy, but that's actually where we're at. And as I start going through the collection with Amy and Tracy, and we start referencing and casting and everything, I just want to start with a clear mind.
I think that's applicable to people that are,
That
maybe.
are like refreshing their wardrobes.
Yeah, if you were doing a lot of color in fall, you should do color always, just different variations. But
Totally.
refresh yourself, cleanse
Yeah.
your palate.
Yeah.
get there.
Oh, Amy's coming out.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step off for a second.
Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys, last week I promoted on Instagram our friends at La Hacienda Boot Company.
Oh, yeah.
They were just put up an alert saying that if you wanted any boots before Christmas, you have to get your orders in now. So, and then a couple people went on to it and they're like, wait, everything there is square toe, and the boots you guys did for your runway show in San Miguel were pointed toe.
Right.
And so what I want to explain is Carlos and his family own La Hacienda Boot Company. We found them in Houston a few years ago, quite by accident, kept up with them. He's an amazing guy. And if you contact them, they will send you all their different toe shapes.
In a wheel, by the way, so you can like compare them all together. 'Cause that's what we
Exactly.
did when we chose this.
So for our runway show, we had done this. I actually had them make me a pair recently, and he did it about 4 inches taller, which I really like the taller length. But this is the toe shape that we have. It's not quite pointed, and it's not really square either. You'll see what I mean if you go onto their site. But what I want to point out is they hand make all of their boots in Houston. Carlos and his family are from Mexico originally, and this is the real deal, especially for any of you Europeans. When Pauline and Cecilia were over from Italy, they were like, okay, this is the cowboy boot that the Italians want to do.
Right,
but
that they wish they could, but yeah, that's,
sometimes you have to go straight to the source.
Totally agree
So
with that.
La Hacienda Boot Company, he is the source. Again, small, family owned. They do not have a website. You can contact him through Instagram.
they
His
have a
name is
great,
Carlos.
they have a great Instagram though, I will say.
Yeah, you can also like get
They
a like
do-
Dodge Ram souped up.
Oh
or-
yeah, and they do
Yeah.
belts, which they're kind of amazing if
Yeah.
you ask me, but.
So this is the real deal.
Yeah.
And again, talking about shopping small,
Exactly.
I think that, when you find something that you're not going to see this all over TikTok.
No.
It's not everywhere. And Carlos does not sell to department stores. Everything is handmade. So it's La Hacienda Boot Company, and they're amazing. And guys, we're not paid by them. We just love them. So
Exactly. You're not gonna get a code from us and it says like Tibby for
Enter code.
25% off. Like, it's just, we really love them and
He's a
we
great
admire
guy.
what they do and their craftsmanship. And so we wanted to share that with everyone.
Exactly. I wanted to show you guys, this is the t-shirt here in the Ring 3 colorway here in this kind of off blue, which what I love is, I think this color adds so much dimension when you're
Totally.
wearing navies and dark colors, because again, of course, I could have gone with white. I wouldn't have worn black
No.
with this, for some reason. Maybe I can't articulate it why, but this adds like a lot of dimension and
Totally.
interest to me in this colorway.
I think white would have been super stark, whereas I think this you look more relaxed.
Yeah.
I think there would have been just, even though it is like, it would have been a white t-shirt, I just think the fact that it all kind of blends together, your eye really does settle. Whereas I think with the white, it might have not looked so effortless.
Exactly. So these colors, again, I would wear this also with any of these other colorways in the collection. We particularly love this with the leather skirt here that is embossed with the ostrich print. You can see it just gives an extra level of nuance. And it's not this white looks great with it. It's not a good or bad thing.
Right.
It is just having options and an easy way to really extend out your wardrobe. This is cozy.
I do feel cozy. Does that mean I'm too chill?
No.
No, I think this is a good conversation. I did it on purpose. I kind of like fished you.
You catfish me. No.
I kitty cat fished you.
Yeah, in that way. But this looks great. So these are the
Bayrons with the cheetah in blue.
yeah.
I like them both, the olive and the blue.
Yeah.
And this is the one with the.
This is a really nice pop here. I
Mhm.
like this. So this is in the pony hair, and we love the pony hair. So
Yeah.
it comes in the olivey color and then in the blue here.
You have the option of having the buckle or not having the buckle, which I like too. So a little
I'm not
stability.
a buckle person, but I know people that are.
I'm buckle person in the summer because I feel like it looks like for me I feel too casual. I want to feel like I
Feels
have a
like more of a shoe.
yeah.
Yeah. Like Daphne always wears a buckle one.
Mm.
Tracy, she loves herself a buckle. Okay, one more housekeeping thing here is the Creative Pragmatist book. So it's just about done, and we are not going to go back into production on this. He, like we said, we made him in Italy. He comes in a beautiful box, and he's the one and only. But what I wanted to let you know is that if you have bought the book, or if you are planning on buying the book, that what I'm going to start doing next year is on Substack, I'm going to start to put up updates of the drawings. So I always hate it if a book ever starts to feel dated, which this one won't, but you know, you never know. I want to give you new options on the outfits. I want to give you
So does
additional ways to look at the different sketches and drawings. So what you will find is if you have bought the book, we'll get all the details from you. We'll have your email address, but you'll have a special code to go into a special Substack that will give you updates on the book, and it'll be really good. And I'll have some sketching to do.
Yeah.
I'll do it over the holidays. I'll get it done. Anyways, it'll be a good update, so look out for that.
Cool.
Was there anything else that I think I watched what all you guys covered last week. The most important though was, I talked about the little ostrich guy. And then, real quick, I do want to put on the, do you mind holding this for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to put on the wool blazer here because this is the same style as the jet suiting.
Do we have a belt? I feel like they need to know.
That's so good. And so this
Do you have a belt
has
there?
the unzipping that you can do. And then I just want to show you how this all really layers up so nicely. You know, like when you're completely winterizing something, here I can put the winter coat over it as well.
You have enough room.
And then just all of these colors.
This is how you come in the mornings, actually.
I know, my personal coat. But it's really nice seeing how all these colors just layer up. And so I'm like the epitome of ring 3 here. And then you are really this 1, 2, and 4 happening. So you guys can see the difference is this is a much sharper, cleaner, just a sharper look. And this one is a little more like soothing and softer. But the key is that both of them are at the same level of modernity and ease.
True.
So it's keeping it. What it means is this is the same person. And I think what happens for a lot of people is when you've tried to experiment in these ring 3s, you all of a sudden become a different person. And because the clothing is so different, usually offered in the ring 3 area. So I think this is a way you can look at us and be like, okay, you would wear this, you would wear this. I get it. Same person, different colors on the ring. I think that's it. So we're going to send out the shoes. Remember, I'm going to post on my Instagram a type form for you to submit your entry when you go on to Tibby.com, World of, Stock Us. Take a look, identify which specialty store is your favorite, and write to us about how much you love them. For example, Wendy at Kick Pleat, why do you love that store? Why do you shop there? Why is it important? Tell us whatever you want. And then we'll judge it. No, I know, we'll kind of.
We'll
but-
take it and put it in our hearts.
Yeah, all right, and then you'll get this amazing
Peacoat.
wool peacoat. All right, guys, so we will see you next week. We'll announce the winner, and to our lovely upcoming bride, we're gonna send her out the white shoes, and because remember, it feels really, really good to give. Bye, guys. Shop small too, okay? Bye.